afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. I'm Chynna Basillaje, bringing you today's top stories. For our breaking news, Vice President Sara Duterte is now at the Senate for a meeting with Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Details of their discussion have yet to be disclosed. And now let's move on for today's headlines. A controversial e-sabong platform has resurfaced just days after being shut down. Formerly known as Sabong Grandmaster Cup, the site is now rebranded as International Cockfight or ICF. Regulators warn the quick comeback highlights the resilience of underground online cockfighting, which continues to evade government crackdowns through rebranding and offshore servers. Authorities are monitoring ICF's activities as calls for tighter enforcement against illegal digital gambling. Vice President Sara Duterte criticized the Marcos administration for its slow action on alleged anomalies in government flood control projects. She urged President Marcos to act immediately and conduct lifestyle checks on lawmakers instead of waiting for findings from the new Independent Commission for Infrastructure. Duterte earlier accused House leaders of controlling budget allocations and said corruption in infrastructure projects must be addressed urgently to protect public funds. Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. administered the oath of office to 40 newly promoted generals and flag officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines at the ceremonial hall in the Malacañang Palace. Marcos reminded them that their new rank are not only a milestone but a renewed pledge, stressing their loyalty must remain with the Constitution and the Filipino people. Officers came from the Army, Air Force, and Navy. Now for our international news, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu defended last week's airstrike on Hamas officials in Doha, calling it entirely justified due to Qatar's alleged support for the group. The attack, Israel's first on fellow U.S. ally Qatar, killed 6 people but missed Hamas leaders. In response, Qatar convened an emergency Arab League and OIC summit with nearly 60 nations condemning the strike and urging action against Israel. Peru evacuated about 1,400 tourists from Machu Picchu's train station after residents blocked railway tracks to demand a new bus operator for the site. Around 900 tourists remain stranded as fresh blockades resumed Tuesday. Authorities are holding talks with locals to resolve the dispute, which has repeatedly disrupted tourism at the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Tourism is vital to Peru's economy, with Machu Picchu drawing about 4,500 visitors daily. Meanwhile, Finance Secretary and Monetary Board member Ralph Recto hinted at least one more 25 basis point policy rate cut before the year end. He said the move will depend on U.S. Federal Reserve decisions and the country's inflation trend, calling it a safe approach. The BSP cut rates to 5% in August, its third reduction this year. Another cut would bring rates to 4.75%, the lowest since September 2022. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index closed higher at 6,176.91 points, gaining 28.17 points. The broader All-Shares Index rose 11.11 points. Leading sectors were mining and oil and services, while financials and property lagged. Top movers included ICT, Pure Gold, and PX, while Plus and Ali declined, reflecting mixed market sentiment. Meanwhile, the Philippines jumped 11 spots in the FIB Men's World Ranking after stunning Egypt in the 2025 FIB Men's World Championship. Alas Pilipinas won in 4 sets, 29-27, 23-25, 25-21, and 25-21, climbing from number 88 to number 77. Egypt's lead to number 22 from number 21. Poland remains world number 1, with Brazil and Italy rounding out the top 3. Singer Jessica Sanchez has dropped a heartfelt ballad titled 2 Lines, capturing the emotional moment she discovered she was pregnant with her daughter Eliana. Jessica says the song marks the start of a beautiful journey and a reminder that God's timing is perfect. Now 9 months pregnant, she continues to compete on America's Got Talent, where she earned Sofia Vergara's Golden Buzzer and advanced to the semifinals. And Katribu, did you know on this day in 1787, delegates at the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia signed the final draft of the U.S. Constitution. This landmark document established the framework of the American government, laying the foundation for democracy and shaping the nation's future for generations to come. And netizens adored the cute, furry musicians as they followed their fur mom's musical instructions. One netizen pointed out a naughty one, saying, "Mickey has to stop spinning long enough." The video has reached 2.9 thousand reactions on Facebook.
Good job, Mickey. Mickey? You gonna play? Go ahead, buddy. Yes, Mickey. Very good. Good job. Mickey? Mickey? Go. Very good. Yes.
And that's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. for more updates. Once again, I'm Chynna Basillaje, and this has been Tribune News on Q.